Check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Are we okay for sound, everybody? I don't want to blow your ears off. All right, we're going to go in 1 minute.
This is Beach Talk Radio.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Margaritaville Terrace on Fort Myers Beach, 100 feet from the Gulf of America. Here are your award-winning social media superstars, the hosts of Beach Talk Radio, Kim and Ed Ryan.
Yeah. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much for that nice round of applause. And obviously, Kim's not here, but I'll explain that in a minute. We are live on the terrace here at Margaritaville for our Saturday morning show. It's so nice to see some of the faces that we haven't seen since last season come back. It's nice to see all the yellow shirts again. And there's so much to talk about today. So Kim is not here because obviously there's a baby that gets in the way, and it's so annoying that she's got to spend time with the baby rather than spend time sitting next to me. But we're also kind of trying to split time between here and Cape Coral. Like last night, I was at the show in Cape Coral, and she was at the party at the Whale. And then there's a Veterans Day parade going on in Cape Coral today. So we're kind of trying to cover everything. But tomorrow, if you're around, tomorrow we will have not only the mayor on, we're going to have some folks from the Beach Kids Foundation tomorrow, and we're also going to have Will, the town manager, on because he's a veteran and he wanted to come on and talk about Veterans Day. And then the mayor will come on and we'll talk about the town issues. So let's introduce you to Marla. She is from Margaritaville here on Fort Myers Beach, and they have a big fashion show coming up. How are you doing? Once again, a lovely flowery dress that you're wearing.
Thank you. It came from the store, of course. Anytime I come on your show, I try to represent.
Yes, you do.
That.
Yes, you do.
So it's nice to see you.
Nice to see
Thank
you
you
again.
having me on. We are having a fashion show. This will be our second one this year, and it's going to be this upcoming Wednesday from 11 to 2. And not only is it going to be a fashion show, but you get to eat and shop. Are you old enough to remember Cyndi Lauper?
Yes, I am, from the
And
Goonies and from Lou Albano. I don't know if you know who Lou Albano is, but yes, the rest one of the most.
She used to have that song, Girls Just Want to Have
Yes.
Fun. Okay, there you go.
All right. So what can people expect at the fashion show?
So we have what we're going to highlight is some of our new merchandise, the resort wear.
Okay.
And we have a brand that's called Kenny Flowers, and it's men's and women's resort wear that is super comfortable, super tropical. And we've got a Christmas line that we're going to kind of showcase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it outside, inside?
It's going to be inside of the ballroom, and you can buy tickets online. And your ticket, the cool thing about your ticket, it includes your meal, a beverage, the show, and some fun.
Yes.
We have door prizes, giveaways. And before the show and after the show, we have a vendor market set up, and that's going to be inside on the adjacent ballroom to us. And we've got local vendors. So you can buy jewelry or shells or whatever we've got.
Awesome.
We've got a little mixed bag of everything.
And is that a Brooklyn accent that you have there, or?
You know, it's from the south side of Brooklyn.
Yeah, yeah. No, where is? You already told me this, but it's been 3 weeks, so I've forgotten.
I'm from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
You'd
that's
never
right.
guess that.
That's right.
Sound like I just rolled off the hillbilly wagon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Somebody's from Kentucky. Oh wow, 3 people from Kentucky. Look at
You know,
you.
we are down here.
We have Wisconsin here. How many people from Wisconsin?
Woohoo!
Ohio. Anybody here from Ohio? Oh, look at that. We left all the Ohio people at home. So, and Dave was telling me, I don't know if you guys saw the walk around that we did this morning at Marina Cantina. Apparently, Parrot Key is the Green Bay Packers local hangout when they have the game. There were so many Wisconsin people here already from Parrot Key. They went to Parrot Key to watch it. Who did they play that day, Dave? You remember who they played? Dave's getting old too. He doesn't remember who they played last weekend. But there were so many people at Parrot Key that they started to Carolina. They lost that game, didn't they?
There you go.
And so there were so many people at Parrot Key that they overflowed into the brand new restaurant Marina Cantina, which was packed also. So
nice.
Then they have I think they have a Monday night game coming up, but they do have a Minnesota Vikings game coming up too, which we're having a party for that game here, and we'll be talking about that. That's going to be a fundraiser also. So what are the store hours here at your store?
So at my store, we are Monday through Sunday. Well, let me back up. We open at 9:00. Friday, Saturday, we stay open until 10:30, a little bit late to accommodate the live entertainment on the terrace. And that way, if you decide you want to drink, snack, or you want to shop after the show, we're here to serve you.
Nobody drinks on Fort Myers Beach, so I don't think you have to worry about that.
It's water I sell mostly, right?
So now, the fashion show, did you give out the date?
It is the 12th.
All right, the 12th of this month.
Wednesday.
All right.
Yes. I hope to see everybody there. And you can walk in. You can buy your ticket online. We'd love to see you. We'd love to have you. And even if you don't want to stay for the lunch and the fashion show, just come to shop. We have a room full of vendors.
Awesome. All right, November 12th, the fashion show here in Margaritaville. Big hand for Marla, everybody. Woo-hoo! And you can see her at the shop right inside the location here, just off the terrace. And Kathy's going to come on down. We have a packed show today. Kathy Turner's here from the Garden Club. The folks are here from the Shrimp Festival. And then Alex King is coming on. A nice little transition from the Shrimp Festival to Alex King. But as Kathy sits down, I did want to give everyone a brief update about the I don't know if anyone cares, but people seem to be following along with my truck, the baby truck that I have now. It's going on almost a month now that I haven't had the truck. And when I called, I almost feel naked, Kathy, without the truck. You feel like you get used to having that bright yellow thing that you drive around in. And now I'm just driving around in a plain truck. And you know what? The one thing about this, I'm on my third loaner now, because every time they give me a new loaner, they call me and tell me they've sold the loaner, so they would like me to bring it in. And I'm like, I don't think I'm bringing it in, but here's my address if you want it, and you can come and get it, which they've done. They've done that the last 2 times. So now they say that General Motors is involved, and I don't know what that means, but I think the mechanic at the Lemon Bay Chevrolet has actually just given up on the vehicle, and now the corporate house is involved. So I don't know if that means. And then I asked the guy at Estero Bay Chevrolet, okay, who's my contact at General Motors? And the guy goes, well, you just got to call the general customer service number. And I'm like, yeah, like that's always going to work at a corporation like General Motors. So I don't know if anyone cares about that, but I do care about the Garden Club, Kathy. So how long have you been with the Garden Club now?
I've been with the Garden Club for 7 years.
Sweet.
So I'm currently the president of the Acero Island Garden Club, and the club has been in existence since 1959. We currently have 41 members, and we're all about community service, education, and building friendships.
Yeah, and before we get into some of the projects, how can you join the garden club?
I left over there cards, and there's also a flyer on our club. So the information is on there. The email address is very easy, Estero Island Garden Club at gmail.com. And then from there, it will go to the appropriate person to respond.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, we've done several projects with the garden club. There's no messing around here. This isn't you going out and planting a few potato seeds and calling it a day. I mean, this is some serious stuff. Like we work together. I don't want to bring up a sore subject, but we work together on the nice plantings in Times Square. Well, there were nice plantings in Times Square, and also at the Historical Society. And it was like, you got to pick out the right stuff. You got to get volunteers. You got to clean it up. You plant them, and it was like a half a day's worth of work at the Historical Society. Over here, it was even longer. So it's like it's not a little thing. It's a whole organization putting the right things together, because there are certain plants and trees you have to get.
Yeah, the really nice thing is we've had a nice partnership with Beach Talk Radio. We are aging up as a club, and we can't necessarily provide the manpower that's necessary to do some of these projects. So, certainly with the Historical Society, with the town of Fort Myers Beach, we get help, and you ask for volunteers, and people do come and help us out. So, and that really is tremendous. And that also gives us a line for new members.
Yeah.
So
What does a membership cost for a year?
$30.
$30. I mean, you can do that right now on your phone if you wanted to be a nice person sitting in the audience. I mean, especially if you're wearing some of our colors now. I mean, what's $30? How much did you spend on these hats, bro? Not $30. Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the Florida specific plants and stuff that people should be made aware of?
Let's back up.
All right, you take charge.
A few things before we get there. The last 5 years have been difficult for any club on this island.
Yes.
Between COVID, between 3 hurricanes, et cetera, and we're very, very proud to say that we didn't miss a meeting. We've met on the lawn of the Mound House. We've met underneath the library in the garage. We've, met in my backyard. Whatever it took, we did that. We did Zoom meetings, and that was interesting trying to get the ladies acclimated on a piece of
Zoom?
technology.
Yeah.
That was.
It
that
can
was
be a pain
fun.
in the neck for somebody that's logging onto it for the first time, or the 10th time. I was on a Zoom meeting last week with the What's Up F&B group. I couldn't get my camera to work, so I'd rather meet in person.
So in the last 6 years, we have had 224 calendar events.
Wow.
And 33% of these events were meetings, including planning meetings for projects. And then next is 22% of our events are a community service. So we're there helping out. Back in, I think it was 2023, I spoke at M&P, and at that meeting, Vice Mayor Jim Adderholt directed the town to work with the Garden Club on matters of vegetation. We meet with developers and their prospective landscape plans and give them some heads up as far as what the regulations are and what they should be looking to do.
Now, speaking of that, we've been talking a lot about the property that the town has between the road and the sidewalks and how ugly they are.
Correct.
Has anybody made any progress on making those look better that you know of?
Yes, I've been dealing with Tracy Kohler, and the last update I got was the county asked us to pause as they were doing their work on the sidewalks, doing the drainage. The county.
Okay.
Did. So they've asked us, and they're going to, they've got a lot of work, and they're telling us it's going to take a year. I don't know how that's going to affect the town's planting, but it will affect things. And there's no point in planting gardens if they're going to cut them up and walk all over them.
Yeah, and they're starting on the south end, coming this way. They're putting in all those lights on the sidewalk, so there's a lot of work going on. And as you mentioned, the county's getting ready to fix all the sidewalks and fix the sterile boulevard and all that. So when you guys do get to that, what will be planted? Will it be those peanut things?
No.
Okay.
No, the last I heard about was that they were going to be planting silver buttonwood, which is a native plant, and it can either be a shrub or a tree.
I love silver buttonwoods.
So, and to preserve sight lines, they're going to be trees, so they can actually, when you move, trying to see the traffic coming on, it won't be in your way. They're going to plant some muley grass.
I'm laughing at him.
Yeah, the muley grass is right behind me.
Is that what that is?
Yes. And
Can I say something stupid?
What?
I mean, it wouldn't be normal. Like I thought those things were fake when I first saw them.
No.
But then I saw the guy cutting them
Right.
the next weekend, and they were like, I was like, wow, those things really grow fast.
They do. And now's not the time to cut them because they're blooming.
I see.
It only does this once a year, and it turns gorgeous.
What is the blooming time frame for the plumy grass?
It's usually this time of year, the fall.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have to water it a lot?
No,
No.
it's a native plant. It does its thing. Once it's established,
And it's in sand for the most part. It grows in sand.
it'll grow on the beach.
Gotcha.
So that's and what's nice if you plant it in your yard and you've got a view, it gives you movement,
Yeah.
that gentle
Yeah.
swing back and forth.
Like the water,
Right.
like being in like therapy. So have you seen the plantings on the beach?
Yes, I
Looking
have.
nice, huh?
Yes, they
That's
are.
going to be awesome. yeah.
And the other thing they're going to plant is the dune sunflowers.
Uh,
The ones that they showing that are growing on the beach, they have that yellow daisy-like or sunflower-like flower.
so we're getting white daisies next. Is that what you say?
No.
Or the yellow ones? Just
Yellow
yellow?
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just yellow ones.
So I was we had the Cape Coral Garden Club on our Friday show, and they said, I asked the lady, who's very nice. Do you know her? I'm sure you all hang out together, right? All you garden people?
It depends on who.
Yeah,
it is,
I don't remember her name. It was a week ago. Kathy, why do you got to quiz me like that? No, I mean, she said that like one of the most popular. I asked her because I asked stupid questions. What's the most popular tree or plant? What do you think she said? Come on.
It's a palm tree.
Well, okay, plant.
I don't know.
Cactus? No, bonsai. That was it. Bonsai. See, I can't remember that. Bonsai. Is that popular here on the beach too?
Well, bonsai isn't the particular. It's the way you groom it.
I see. Well, I'm going to have to go back and correct her then because she didn't know what the hell she was talking about.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. No, they're very nice, and they have a club that meets on a regular basis too, and they're doing the same kind of projects. So I mean, what did you say that you have coming up next? I know the Garden Club had a couple of events that were scheduled, and people couldn't stop asking about them. So I'm guessing they were very well attended.
They were very well attended. We had a presentation by the Master Gardeners on was basically plants and information on barrier islands.
Mhm.
There's another one coming up, I think in January, that will be on right place, right plant, right place. So that way you're successful at
Mhm.
that. And that's a program that is done by the University of Florida, the Institute for Food and Agricultural Sciences. Very clearly, we have a tremendous amount of knowledge as a club, but we still refer to the experts.
Oh, okay.
So, and there are, an abundant experts out here with lots of funds to do lots of studies.
Yes.
So, Florida Gulf Coast University with their water school. And so,
When one of the questions Kim asked this question, so is a brilliant question, of course. What do you recommend people kill weeds with?
you can make a concoction of vinegar, Dawn dish soap, and salt.
Did you bring any of that with you just to test
No,
it out, or
it's
no?
in my sprayer at home.
It is. Does it really work?
It does. It doesn't work as fast as some of the
Roundup? Yeah.
no Roundup. A lot of times they're just using vinegar and the dish soap. You add the salt in there and it dehydrates the plant, and die quicker.
The weed, you mean?
The
You don't want
weeds,
to, if you sprayed it on a plant, would it kill the plant too?
It could, depending
Yeah.
on the concentration.
Or people could just get down, pull the weeds out with their hands, right? Instead of just being lazy and spraying Roundup like I do at home. I mean, there's sometimes when it rains, Kathy, you can't keep up with the weeds. It just gets crazy.
You can't, but the weeds are green.
Yeah.
Remember that. If all else fails, the weeds are green.
What does that mean?
That means that they blend into the garden.
see.
You
No.
may not like the way they look. But
That's true. When they're coming up in the middle of the driveway, nobody in my HOA likes the way they look either, unfortunately. So, what were we going to say? Oh, I know I want to ask about mulch. Is
Yes.
mulch a good thing or a bad thing?
mulch is an excellent thing.
Okay.
You just need to be a good consumer and figure out what is the best choice.
All right.
Here on the beach, if you go over to the Mound House, they use pine straw for mulch.
Is that good?
That's excellent.
Okay. A for the Mound House.
So, and the only drawback, on the Mound House is that that's not a long surviving mulch. It breaks down quickly.
Okay.
So the other choice is called Flori mulch. It's available at All Native. It's available at Lowe's, and it's made from the Melaleuca tree, which is an invasive tree. But they heat that to some ridiculous high temperature, which kills off any bad attributes. So that's what we used in the gardens around here. It's been the Flori mulch.
Those are really cool sunglasses. Like, I like the color. Like, where did you get those?
These are Oakleys.
Oh, okay.
You get them wherever Oakleys
I
are
see
sold.
garden people have Oakley, so you joined the garden club. I mean, wow, those make you look super cool.
So after Milton, the garden club undertook a little study on the horticulture that had survived 3 hurricanes. And on that table over there is our flyer, and on the back is a list of vegetation that has survived, free to the taking of the brochure. And there's things that we have personally seen on the island that have returned. Some of them took a little time.
Yeah.
And, impatience was not on your side on that front, because things have come back. And in some cases, it took 3 years.
What is that? What advice could you give people? Like, I keep bringing up Cape Coral because I'm learning a lot about it. Like, they had these invasive trees in JC Park, so they took out all these invasive trees,
Right.
and they're replacing whatever they're going to do with the park. But are there certain things that are invasive on Fort Myers Beach that people should be aware of that they should never, like things they would go out and say, oh, this is going to look nice, I'm going to put it around my house? Or
So the state of Florida has a council on invasive plants.
okay.
And we do not recommend, and it's on that sheet, we didn't include any invasive plants on that sheet that survived.
Okay.
So, and there are some plants that are in trees that you would be surprised to know. For instance, the coconut palm is invasive. And it's invasive for the fact that if you're near a water area and it drops a coconut on there, it will sprout and seed itself.
And then what will grow?
A coconut tree.
Really?
Absolutely.
So the town has planted coconut palms, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're breaking their own rules. I'm
Well,
going to
it's
bring
not-
that up with the mayor tomorrow about the coconut palms.
Well,
And they're dangerous. I mean, if you get hit with one of those, look at Dave. He's been hit in the head with 4 or 5 coconuts just in the last few months.
so the point to take away from that it is on the invasive list. It's not on the. There's two sections, 1 and 2. It's on the 2. The 1 means get rid of it because you're being irresponsible. The 2 is sort of like, well, if you live like on a canal like I do, you don't want to have a coconut palm lining the canal.
Yep.
And dropping the coconuts in the canal.
And there's nobody that goes around. Like, is there like a garden police? Like, is this code enforcement going around saying, maybe they should, right? I mean, did they go around? Not enough to do. Just be yourself responsible.
So there is no requirement on residential properties
I see.
on what you're planting there. If you're commercial, then you're required to plant 75% native and 25% Florida friendly.
Okay.
But
And that's in the code. That's in the town's code.
that's correct. But that's hard to judge.
Yeah.
If you looked around here, it would be hard to judge.
But you know, right? You can walk around the whole property. I know they've tried to make it all compliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they have certainly been a good partner with the town and the community. Excuse me. So, I mean, for your own peace of mind and resiliency and pocketbook, you're encouraged to choose things that are going to survive. And if you go away from the summer, you know that they'll still be here when you come back.
Yeah. What about the gumbo limbo? How's that? How many gumbo limbos are left on Fort Myers Beach that you know of?
Probably as many as there were before the storm.
Because they're rock solid.
They
Yeah.
are rock solid. They're still there. I can see one out my window.
Not invasive in any way. You all right? You need
Yeah.
some water?
No, I'll be okay.
Okay.
It's a native tree.
Okay. And by the way, I'll take a snap picture. I'll snap a picture of the flyer so everyone can. I'll post it on our Facebook page so you can see the plants. And we'll have the flyers here for you today, or we'll have them at the show tomorrow with the mayor at 10 o'clock at Wahoo Willie. So, anything else about the garden club you want the masses of people to know about?
Yeah, just one final comment. If you have questions, send us an email. You're encouraged to be a smart consumer on your landscaping projects. If you hire an electrician to rewire your whatever, they need to be licensed. You have to get a permit, and somebody's looking over their shoulder. When you hire a landscaper, they can do whatever they like and convince you, and it may be good, and it may be something that supports their business more than your landscape. So we encourage you to do some research. And again, these plants that are on this list, not only did they survive 3 hurricanes, they don't require a lot of maintenance. They're not out here watering the muley grass. So, and that's certainly good for our environment.
Awesome. And you can go to the Estero Island Garden Club right now and sign up for $50.
$30.
$30. We should raise the price to $50. I
Oh.
mean, it's the least we could do. Raise the price a little bit. And you'll find a lot of great information on the website, right? And if you're looking, I know we thought we were going to do a little work around the library, but it looks like they got the library all taken care of, or they decided maybe to push it off. And
No.
we love doing those projects.
No, they did. They hired All Native.
Okay.
Again,
They're a company.
Yes. They're over near Page Field. We're not equipped to do the installation. I keep saying that. You know, our average age is probably approaching 80.
Okay.
So there's not an abundance of people who are going to be able to really do that kind of work.
But you got the brain work. You got the brain power behind all that. So you can help out with
Absolutely.
projects like that.
Absolutely.
So if you're looking to do a project on the island, give me a call. I'll call Kathy. We'll get volunteers together, and you'll get a wish list, and we'll either raise money or Alex King will pay for it because he pays for pretty much everything on this. Oh, look, Alex is here. There he is. He's probably got a check that he wants to write to the garden club today just because he's that kind of guy.
So 2 things before we go. The garden club has applied for a 501c3. We think that will add to what we can
For sure.
offer. When you go into Bay Oaks, the front door, on your right-hand side, there's an Ann Reesner garden. That's ours. We've maintained that, I think, since 2008. So we, at times it has a few weeds in there because in the summer when it's raining buckets, we can't keep up. But right now it looks really pretty terrific.
So go over to Bay Oaks and check it out, and check out the Estero Island Garden Club. And a big hand for our friend Kathy Turner. Thank you, Kathy, for coming all the way down here and putting up with my gibberish. Before we get to our friends from the Shrimp Festival, Danny's going to come down. Danny, come on over here, man. You got to. Folks, if you didn't see, there's a video on our Facebook page that Danny put together. You're going to have to scroll down, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. I don't know how you stay married, man. I don't know how your wife puts up with this is not it. Yeah. So he brought me, sit over there. I don't want you too close to me. So he I don't know what you did here. You put these hats together and they're very nice hats. Grab the microphone.
All right.
So you were sitting behind your computer and you had like the whole setup. You had like our whole setup. Like, I don't know, you had a towel hanging down like
Right.
it was What were you doing?
That's my so I taught 28 years in brick and concrete schools. And I retired, and I went to my wife watches the grandbabies, and she retired from her school teaching job, and so I teach online, and it's hard to teach online, because you're just computer screens. So I set it up just like that, and it makes me feel better. And then I never knew how to say bye, and so I just started. It made me feel better because it was a little depressing at the beginning. And so I just go, bye, bye. And I was like, I've heard that before. I've heard it before. And so
now where do you guys live?
Red Oak, Texas, 20 miles south of Dallas.
Red Oak, Texas. And last time you guys were here, you brought T-shirts for me and the mayor that said, what the...
Well, the one that I had on was Allers Ryan 28. Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
And you're gonna see Dan tomorrow. You got gifts for Dan
and I got one for Will. Will is like beyond my favorite. He's like half of Colin Powell and half of Oliver North put together.
Yeah,
dude's amazing.
Yeah, and he's got the perfect demeanor to be in the position he's in. I mean, he never loses his cool.
He just spot. I mean, I watched even the school board thing. So.
Yeah, so he's going to be, if you didn't hear, Will's going to be on tomorrow before the mayor because he's an Army veteran and he wants to talk about Veterans Day, which is Tuesday. So, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a great show, too. So how long are you and your wife in town?
Till Wednesday. We stay at Margaritaville tomorrow. We're staying at Lighthouse tonight.
All right, cool. All right, Danny, thanks a lot. And you say Red Oak, Texas.
Red Oak, Texas.
Red Oak, Texas. All right, Danny, thanks for all the gifts and the mockery. We appreciate that. And before we get to Alex, we got our friends from the Shrimp Festival here. And the reason our friends, hi guys, where are you guys from? Chicago? From the Fort Myers Beach. Very nice. Well, thank you for coming down to Fort Myers Beach. I'm sure you'll love Margaritaville. We do a show here every Saturday about the rebuild of Fort Myers Beach. So, and we have goofy people with weird hats on all the time. So, is it just you today, Drew? All right, and Drew has brought his family mannequin with him, so it's always nice to see him bringing his toys.
My bald twin over here. This guy, yeah.
So the reason we wanted to have you come on is because obviously to talk about the Shrimp Festival, one of the biggest events on Fort Myers Beach of all time, but you have new gear.
We do, yeah. And so this year, again, we had a lot of help from sponsors early, the King Family Foundation and also the Whale. So they just had a big opening too, but they've been a sponsor. We've got the HM group too, so that's Doc Ford's and Bonita, Fish Company and Dixie Fish House too. And then we've also got the Sandcap
Bank.
Yep. So that really gave us a lot of stuff early on, and it lets us jump into doing the sales early. So we're selling online through our website and through our Facebook page. So you can link it, and you've been super helpful putting some of that out there for us too. We've got T-shirts, we've got long sleeve shirts, we've got amazing hats. You can't go wrong. And then trucker hats too. These are new this year. So we're trying these out.
The T-shirts, are these cotton or it feels like a mix? I don't know why I invited you on. You don't.
I know. I don't know
every time you come on, we have to look at your wife.
I look over there. I tried to get her to come sit here.
So short sleeve, long sleeve. You got hats, and you got the shrimp hats. Do we have the different versions of the shrimp hats, or just decide to go with one?
We do. Should I bring those over?
Maybe, we got the orange one there too. If they're for sale, bring them on over, wife.
There we go. We'll make her
come on. Put one on. You got to put one on. You got to be part of the crew here. So you decided to go with all three, which this is my favorite there. This is the one that we sell the most of every year. So,
and how much? You should put that on. You'll probably sell it before you walk out of the building.
It won't work with the headphones, but I'm not ashamed of putting the shrimp hat on. So, what are give us the prices of everything and where people can buy them right now?
So you can buy them on the Fort Myers Beach shrimpfestival.com site. The shop link right there. The prices. Oh yeah, see, we've got more props over there too. But don't trust me. I'll mix up the numbers all the time. But the tees, tanks, and these trucker hats are all $20. There's a beach bag that we've got, the tote, $20, and then the long sleeve shirts a little more expensive, $25. And these hats are $35. We got our specially made tricky hats. We have them.
And will you be adding more, or you think that's the merchandise line?
No, we've got some more stuff coming in the works. Takes a little bit. We've got some bead necklaces, and we've got some little shrimp plush toys that we think would be cool for the kids. I think that's kind of it. But stay tuned. Yeah, we're we're trying to double down on the merch.
And the dates for the 2026 Shrimp Festival are?
The 2026 Shrimp Festival. So March 7th and 8th is the weekend of it. So the 7th will be the parade and the 5K and the pageant final event. But the weekend before, on the 28th, is the kids run, and then the Pirates and Parrots event here for the kids after.
And the
run.
parade will start at Bay Oaks
No,
where does the parade start?
It starts at the school. So Sea Great Plaza.
Okay.
Right, that street there, and then runs all the way to the bridge. So it ends right about here.
Okay, so just so there's no confusion at the beginning here, the parade does come across and goes.
It'll do exactly how the Lee County Sheriff's tells us. But so from what we understand, it's going to be exactly the same as last year.
Okay.
That's what they asked, and we thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So that means coming right across the front, right?
Yeah, because a lot of people sit on the roadway here, and if there was some I don't remember which parade it was, but there was some confusion that it might go down Crescent.
Right, because of the construction last year.
Yes.
But I think the preference is to have it come here so that people that need to go right off the island can go right off with the fire trucks and
Yes.
things like that.
So let me ask you a question. When you don't live on the island, right?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, you live on the
Yeah,
island.
Denora Boulevard.
Oh, okay. So when you come over the bridge, have you seen all the new traffic lights?
There's a couple. I work from home, so I try not to. leave
Okay,
the
but
island
you
as
know
much
there
as
are
possible.
traffic lights, right? I'm getting to a question.
Yeah,
for
Main
you.
Street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when you come over the bridge and the light is green at the base of the bridge, what do you think you're supposed to do?
I think that means go.
Okay,
right? Green
just
means
want to
go.
be sure that we're all on the same page, because this morning when I came over the bridge, a lady in front of me saw the green light and she saw 3 people waiting to cross the road. And what do you think she did? She stopped right at the green light and waved the people over, which is exactly not what you're supposed to do and why they put those things in there. And I should have asked Kathy before she left if she knew when they were going to put the landscaping. There's going to be a bunch of apparently really nice landscaping down there, and that's supposed to keep the people from walking across the street. But
Single-handedly created all the traffic these last few days. Traffic is picking up.
yeah, it is picking up, and that's a good thing. So you have the parade, and do we know anything more about the shrimp eating contest and where is it going to be at Bayside Park?
Yeah, it's going to be at Bayside Park. Yeah, so trying to work on some magic for an after event for the winners on Sunday. We'll see what we can do there.
All right, and then you have the kids run, which is the weekend before, and the race.
28th.
The races are set up by the Estero High School, right?
The Cypress Lake
High School.
Yep.
And so
Betty
you can go
Rodriguez.
online and register for that. Now it's probably $35. You get a T-shirt. It starts at the base of the bridge on the other side by Doc Ford's.
That's
They come
right.
over the bridge. They run down basically to around the library area and come around.
down and back. Yeah, so same as last year if you ran it. And so Betty Rodriguez is the athletics director over there.
She's super.
We'll be talking to her this week and we'll have a link to our site too, but there's always she gets that website up early for the registration.
And do you have anything going on Old San Carlos? Like any vendors and things like that? You have the road closed off or anything this year? I just want to make sure we don't miss anything.
No, I don't think so. So we're going to try to do the guide again this year, the Shrimp Festival guide. We're not doing the shrimp passport, but we'll do the guide. And the guide is going to be the way that we can involve all the businesses on the beach. So if San Carlos Island businesses want to be in that, we're happy to include that too. And then create a map of events. So
And all
TBD.
the money that's raised goes toward what?
So money that's raised goes to the Lions Club and our Lions Club Foundation. And with that foundation, 100% of the monies that we raise goes out to community events. So, for example, just this last week, we gave $2,500 to the Gladiolas Food Pantry. Super need right now is
Sure.
food nutrition, always this time of year. So that's one of our big events in the fall. We do that. Other things are our philanthropy all year long, too. So the scholarships and, all the concerns of the Lions Site Foundations. And then there's the folks that we met last year that we really like are the hearing disabled club right here or the center right here in Fort Myers.
And when does the Lions Club meet?
We meet one Thursday a month, and then and also there's a board meeting. So 2 Thursdays a month, the second and fourth Thursdays of every month.
Where?
So we meet at St. Raphael's Church.
All right, St. Raphael's Church. And the fee to join the Lions Club is?
Oh, now that's I think it's $150. It's whatever our Lions Club International is part of. 1.1 million people across the planet are Lions Club volunteers.
Nice, very nice.
Largest volunteer organization on the planet.
All right.
Huge history, huge events, and it's a ton of fun. So here locally on the beach, it's great. So this is join
Yes.
the Lions Club, we'd love to have you.
And you can also sign up to be a volunteer. I know you need a lot of volunteers for the event.
We do, yeah. So there'll be sign up genius coming around. We're going to be at all the events this fall. So coming up, the Sand Sculpting Festival.
Yeah.
You can get our merchandise there, but you can talk to the Lions about doing things.
Cool.
We're going to be parking and doing all kinds of fun there too. But yeah, like I said, it's a great community. We've got some really super great support with folks like Alex King and his crew.
Yeah.
And then everybody else on the beach is really great.
All right. Anything else or not? We good?
No, I think that's a good transition.
Good.
But yeah, see us on the beach.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Big
Ken.
hand for Drew. The Shrimp Festival's coming up March 7th and 8th, 2026. And you can take your mannequin back. And before we get to Alex, one more quick guest. Dawn, come on over. Dawn Miller from the Whale. Yes. Who do you got with you? All right. Take that mic there. I'm going to turn your...
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How we doing? First of
well.
all, real quick, are you recovered from last night and ready for another night?
I'm exhausted.
Amazing night.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a great evening. It was a good turnout, a lot of fun. The musicians were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tonight's a private event. And then just so people know what to expect next week, can you give them a kind of idea? Everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to be there. So what's
Sure.
the plan?
And I understand that. So what happened with the opening of the Whale is just that my staff wasn't ready to open this week, and they wanted to do the grand opening next weekend. Well, I have What's Up FMB's Illuminations Parade next weekend. So I said, well, we can't do that. So we did what was like a before the soft opening event, just to get things going. So Chef thought he was going to be overwhelmed, and he is rocking it.
Cool.
He is really doing great. So there's a good chance we'll fully open Wednesday or Thursday.
All right.
So, if you're feeling it and you want to stop by and see if they'll let you in, they might very well. So,
but for sure, the 14th.
Friday is for sure, and expect a lot of fun and some giveaways and cool stuff.
And I'm sure everybody's going to have patience. I mean, it's been 3 years since you did this, and and people are still training and learning and getting ready for a massive mob crowd is I guess that's a good thing, right?
Yep.
But you want to be ready.
And I think they're all ready.
Cool.
I have the utmost confidence in them.
So I really wanted you to come on quick to talk about the Illuminations Parade, which is next Saturday. So
Yep.
Go ahead.
So I'll give an update on the Illuminations Parade, and Jason, who's on the board with of What's Up FMB.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. So he is in charge of our website. But to give you the update on the Illuminations Parade, they're paper lanterns that we will carry, and they will be lit. We'll go from Bayside Park out to the beach, and then we'll drive we'll walk south down the beach to Diamond Head, where we'll complete. This year is going to be a lot smaller than I hope next year will triple in size, and I'm pretty confident it will. I know for a fact we've got 3 decent sized paper lanterns for this weekend, and I encourage everybody, bring whatever is glowing and come and walk the beach with us. It's beautiful and just very
different.
Yeah.
Different and new. And one of the reasons What's Up FMB was organized was to try and create new events during the off season so more people would come down to the beach. When it's, we know it's going to be busy for these upcoming events, and we know that people are going to be lined up to get on the beach, but it's also to help the businesses out when it's slow, and it's slow in the summer. And started with the Mullet Fest, and now it's a 501c3, and there's a board of directors and general membership. Every business on the island should belong to it. The membership fee is
$200
for the year, and there's a website on the way, but there is a Facebook page now. So if you want to go on What's Up FMB and become a part of it, it's a $200 thing, and you're really supporting all the businesses and future events. Right. And this is in addition to what the chamber does. We work hand in hand with the chamber because, as you know, the chamber is also a lobbying organization, and they get involved in other things. And they have these huge events like the sand sculpting competition, which is a massive undertaking with hundreds and 600 volunteers just for that event alone. So it's both organizations working together to bring more people to the beach. So,
and may I add,
Yes.
the one cool thing about the What's Up F&B is not just the events, but it's also the awareness we're bringing back to the island. We have a huge social media push that's coming very soon, as well as the involvement that we want to have from people outside of the businesses, but also the general public as well. And so we're going to be thinking about adding a membership for that very, very soon. So we have a lot of ideas up in the air, maybe an app. We don't know yet, but
Yeah.
lots of cool things.
cool.
This is my smart website guy.
Yes, you
Yeah.
always want to have a young, smart website guy on your team. That's for sure. So, speaking of the website, how's it coming along?
Very, very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might I add that?
Yes, you may.
So he has a hiring thing that he does, and you got to hear this one.
All right.
So
Yeah,
I,
sure.
I said, I need a event coordinator for the whale, and he said, okay. And he said, what do you want her to be like? And I said, or what do you want them to be like? And I said, me. And he goes, Dawn 2.0. Got it. We got her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Roxanne is
Oh,
amazing.
there you go. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yes.
So
On
go
top
ahead.
of the websites, I run two other businesses. I run I do engineering training, but on the side, I have a business right now called vslhire.com. We help large businesses who are looking to hire in mass basically escape the way that they do outside of Indeed, better than hiring agencies. And essentially the way we do it is we run video ads online on either Meta or Facebook for people to get hired. And so if you have someone that you're looking for, that goes directly to them. And the way these algorithms work, it's delivered right to your phone. So if you ever had an ad get delivered to your phone, imagine, let's say you're a welder, you would say, hey, we're so-and-so, we're looking for a welder, we're hiring. You apply right there inside the advertisement without having to leave the app. And we have an automatic AI sorting system. So I know it's a lot, but basically at the end of the day, it's a way easier way to hire. And we've been able to help out businesses here locally and then also abroad bring in good recruits for exactly what they're looking for.
I'm sorry. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Good God.
Agreed. Yeah.
Good
But he's going to
God.
do good things for our social media and
Yeah,
website
yeah.
for What's
And
Up
it's all
F&B.
about the social media now. You got to
Yeah.
be
Oh, big
out
time.
there. You got to be
Yeah.
touching people, and you got to be viral. So, I'd be a millionaire if my daughter would just let me take pictures of the baby and put them on Facebook, but she will not let me do that.
Oh, geez.
So, anything else about the group you want everyone to know about? I know you guys have been super busy with the opening and everything, and
That's all I got to say. Come out next weekend at dusk and watch our parade. It's going to be beautiful.
it starts at Bayside Park at what time?
Dusk. So I'm thinking it's about 5:30.
Right. And if you go to Bayside Park a little bit earlier and decide you want to have a water at Wahoo Willie's or Nervous Nellie's, there
Yeah,
you are.
yeah.
Now, will you guys be walking on the sidewalk or on the street?
Sidewalk.
Okay, gotcha. Ask questions later. Good enough. So, and is there any time left to create a lantern?
Well, so Ashley, the artist who did my amazing building,
Yes.
is still working in there, is the one who made my giant whale. And she wanted to have some workshops. But sadly, I need her focused on my building right now. So she's not doing any more workshops for it.
Gotcha.
But on Saturday, when we are at Bayside Park, I'm bringing a bunch of small, easy to put together lanterns. Because when we did it on the beach, the kids wanted to get involved. Every kid out there was like, I want to carry one. So we'll have plenty for kids to join the parade.
The great part about having something new like this is you can learn and you can show it off. Now you'll have tons of videos of people actually
Right.
doing it on the beach, walking on the beach, and seeing how it is for next year. And that's the same way with the Mullet Fest. You got to throw it out there and take the plunge, and then improve on it the next year. So real quick, anything on Sandy Bottom or Station 31 that you can share?
Well, the station we tabled just because it's been used for all of the whale equipment. But Sandy Bottoms, Fowler took over about a month ago. That's the company that built the whale.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks that he'll have his permit in February. And then, 3 months, it'll be done. And the front of the building will have a tiki hut the size of the building.
Yeah,
So
yeah. If you haven't
it's
seen the
gonna be
pictures
great.
of that, they're much more beachier vibe than anything Terry Prasad could ever dream of. But they have a tiki bar right out there. That's really going to activate that part of the island up there when
Right,
things
yeah.
start get building, like the Neptune and Myerside and everything else that's happening over there. So that if you don't want to come all the way to downtown and you're at Diamond Head or somewhere down there, or on the other side of the island, you don't have to come all the way through the traffic and hang out at Sandy Bottom.
Yep.
So,
I can tell you that Mike and I living on the south end,
Yeah.
You know, when you get stuck in traffic, you're like, oh, let's just go here.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys might have a restaurant soon, the pizza place, although they changed their name. It looks like they started to pick up work down there. And I don't remember what the new name is, but
Oh,
that'll be
like
Leganos or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Please
something.
get
Yeah.
us food.
All right. Well, have you gotten any sleep?
Not a lot.
All
no.
right, good.
Yeah,
Well,
not a
I
lot.
saw Greg this morning at the gym. He was
Oh,
fired
geez,
up.
Greg,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, he got up and went to the gym, and it was nice to see him. Everybody's got a smile on their face. And if when you do get to the whale, make sure that you go up and down every staircase and look at every wall, what the artist has done for like remembering things on the island. I don't want to give it away. You want to enjoy it as you're going up and down the stairs.
Right.
But you really have to take your time, order your something to eat and then go up and down each side of the building, because it's amazing how you guys have come up with these ideas for the murals. And on the floor, on the third floor, it looks crazy great. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you.
We have a question from the audience. Look
Oh.
at that. Taking reservations.
We do not intend to take reservations.
All right. So show up when you can.
Yep.
And then, but you got three floors. You should be able to.
I don't know.
maybe
I'd
not-
hope to be packed.
Yeah, maybe not right at the beginning, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. And remember, there's limited parking at the whale, but there's parking everywhere else. So
Right,
I mean, just take a little.
950 non-exclusive parking spaces within 500 feet
Yes.
of the whale.
That's actual truth, because Mike counted every single spot.
Yes, he
so
did.
Thank you, and thank you for bringing Jason along, little boy. Good luck to you, and
Thank you.
geez, I don't mean
Appreciate
that in a negative way. So thank you guys for coming. I'll get that. You just got to turn him the other way. That's all. All right, as Alex King makes his way down to the stage, I want to tell you about our sponsors. Michael Stewart, structural engineer. Man, you guys got to follow Michael Stewart on social media. He puts together some great videos of his buildings that will withstand anything. Like, you can get a tornado coming through your neighborhood, and a Michael Stewart structure will be the only one left. That's for sure. Now, I made that up, so I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying that his house isn't going to fall down when he builds it. He does residential, he does commercial, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. Michael Stewart does it all, and you can go on his website, mstewartpe.com, or you can send him an email, mstewart@mstewartpe.com. Also, brand new a condo building that opened up here at 5480 Estero Boulevard. That's Cornerstone Beach Resort, specializing in taking care of guests personally. They have special requests for special occasions and immediate attention to any issues. Cornerstone Beach Resort has been part of the Fort Myers Beach landscape since 2004. That's 21 years ago, if you were counting at home. All condos are privately owned, and they rent 3 to 30 nights. To reserve a condo at Cornerstone, call 239. See how that works, Dave? See how that works? 239-463-5778. Or you can go flbeachstays.com. flbeachstays.com. Yeah, grab a microphone, any microphone. Just want to make sure that
Here we go.
Yep, there you go. Alex King, everybody, the great Alex King. Yeah, look at you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just going to turn your volume down a little. And
All right.
I appreciate your sponsorship of the walk around this morning we did one at Marina Cantina on the other side of the bridge, right next to Parrot Key. And you looking flowerful today, as you do every day. We saw you the other night at a women's club event, and you were full long sleeve flowers.
Total flowers. That's what
Yes.
we bring here. Lifestyle, vibe, and flowers.
So the first thing I asked you to come on to talk about
Mhm.
was you were at the beach school meeting the other day in Estero, and you went up and you spoke a public comment about the unfortunate situation that you run into sometimes
Mhm.
when we don't have a beach school here.
Well, it's so true. And the interesting thing is, over the past few months, we've had 4 couples that we remember, and they're a little bit younger, 35 to 45. They're working from home, own their own businesses, and they have kids. And they're coming into our open houses, looking for a beautiful place to relocate. And we show them around, they find a property, and we don't have a school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually had somebody at that meeting come up to me and say, if I would have known there wasn't a school, we never would have moved here. So, I mean,
Yeah. Well, we need a gathering space too.
Yeah.
The school's a gathering space. We need the women's club gathering space. We need the Newton Park gas earning space. So, I mean, just from all these events that we just talked about, the island's coming alive.
For
That's
sure.
why people come here.
Yeah. And we'll talk to Dan more about the school tomorrow. He's proposed something to the school district about taking the property over and $12 million. That somehow that number keeps coming up, $12 million, and they'll try to charter school. But we'll get all those details from Dan tomorrow during that show. But the other thing I wanted you to talk about was the real estate on the island, how sales are going, how prices are going, and
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yes. Well, actually, a couple stats for you.
All right.
Year to date, there's been 89 houses sold this year on the island.
89
Not too bad.
houses, not lots.
Houses.
Okay.
Yeah. Condos, 120 condos. Now think of that. 120 new groups, probably half new families coming into the island, new ideas, looking for things to do, joining these events, going to the restaurants. I mean, that's exciting.
I have to tell you, I'm flabbergasted by 89 houses sold on the island.
Yes.
I didn't know it was that many.
Well, actually, there's been 28 of them over $1 million.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And
that's good news, right?
That's good news. And just toot the Alex King Group horn.
Go right ahead.
19 of the ones over $1 million we sold. 43 of the 89 we represented buyer, seller, both sides. So there are properties selling out there. And the lots, we had 38 sold so far this year. Now we have an interesting anomaly on that. St. Carlos Island represented 50% of those. 19 lots on St. Carlos and 19 on Fort Myers Beach, Estero Island.
Okay, so you're talking about from the bridge to Walmart-ish? Is that what you're including
actually
there?
More St. Carlos Island specifically.
Okay.
Just, the bridge St. Carlos and just the island itself.
Okay.
Now, Fort Myers Beach does go wrap around and include the Bayside Estates statistically. So I'm really counting Estero Island and St. Carlos or separated. And but now we're just seeing the lot buyers really come in. I had a lot buyer come in. We put 4 under contract last week.
How big are they?
They're 50 by 100, 60 by 100 in that category.
So they'll put one house,
one
three-story house on it.
Yeah,
they all have to be 3 stories now for the most part, right? Or
well, actually, we're getting some of the bigger lots, like 70 by 100, 80 by 100. You're seeing 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 1 level.
Okay.
And you'll see more of those on the canal. The bigger, wider lots are typically on the canals. The thinner ones are on the dry lot, dry part. And then the other thing we're really seeing is a lot of buyers coming in new from the east coast of Florida are looking for brand new construction. And so we have about 19 properties, 2022 are newer. And about half of those are 3 bedrooms. There was one 4-bedroom or more on a canal under $3 million, and that just went under contract this morning. So we're doing a call out. All you small builders, Midwest, New Jersey, Miami, come down, buy 1 or 2 lots, build a spec home, build one to rent. It's an incredible opportunity. Huge demand for that right now.
So would you say that the prices have they hit bottom yet?
I think we're pretty close to bottom. I mean, we picked up, the client picked up a couple lots at 400, one at 500, a canal lot at 550. We're going to absorb all those under 500 pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back up between 500 and 600 on the dry ones and 6 to 7 on the canal ones.
So are you thinking these people mostly are family? They're going to build a house for a family, or they're investors that are going to turn it into a 12-month out of the year vacation rental, or is it a mix?
We're getting both. We're seeing more of the buyers that are looking for blended use, where they don't have to have income. They want a beach cottage. They would just like to break operating costs. And so now the monthly rental streets are really in vogue, whether it's dry lot or canal lot, instead of the high performance weekly. But another interesting stat is on the new construction rental properties, we're seeing a record rack rate. In that 2,000 plus per night range over Christmas.
At the condos.
House
House rentals.
House rental, weekly rental.
$2,000 a what?
A night.
Oh, really?
Up to $2,500 a night.
I remember Peter Albert telling me
Yes.
when he was building those houses that was going to be the price, and I about wet my diaper when he said that, and so he's turning out to be accurate about that.
Well, it's happening, and they're filling up fast. So there's a huge demand for the new product out there.
Yeah.
Now, we have a ton of elevated homes built since 2000, all different locations of the island. They're gorgeous. They're on the market. They're coming from off market, on market. So there's plenty of properties to buy.
What is your feeling about commercial?
Commercial, I really feel the next generation of Renaissance of Fort Myers Beach is a small business, mixed use coming online.
What do you mean mixed use?
You'll have retail, and then you'll have condos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are they going to go?
Right across from Diamond Head on
Okay.
Estero Boulevard, north of Lazy Way, or north of Catholic Church, all the way up to Santini Plaza. That'll
Yeah.
be entertaining corridor.
Yeah. Well, there was a story in the Gulf Coast News about,
Mhm.
again, sorry, I keep bringing it up, but Cape Coral is like the most expensive place to live in right now because the taxes are so high. And they didn't raise the taxes. They actually rolled back the taxes this
Mhm.
year, but the fees on all the other things went up so high. It's getting
Sure.
so expensive. And one of the council members said that the reason for that was because there's not enough commercial businesses in Cape Coral yet. They're built out all this residential.
Mhm.
And so the residents are paying the brunt of the prices now. Do you see anything like that happening on the beach with the lack of commercial?
Well, I really haven't put much thought into that because
You want to take a minute to think about it?
Good question. Well, we're seeing, you got to think about the people coming and buy property right now.
Mhm.
$500,000 for a lot, $1 million to build a 4-bedroom, $100,000 for a pool, $100,000 for furniture. Okay, so you're in it like 1.7. This is their third or fourth home.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not talking to me about taxes.
Right.
But Cape Coral's affordable for as an option for Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
So did I answer it in a misdirected way? But that's
you're
that's
good
the
at that,
truth.
but that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
good.
okay. So what's your overall feeling about how things are going to look rebuild wise, assuming there's no storms,
Mhm.
5 years from now?
Oh, I think it's incredible. The excitement we're hearing from new buyers coming in. Said I was here a year, and now look at all the colorful homes coming up on Estero Island. But I feel we're just right in line with where we should be. And if you came from the whale party last night,
Mhm.
it wasn't just excitement for the grand opening. It was excitement for the beach. You
Yeah.
hear the illumination parade. People come to buy based on things to do. We've got stuff to do here.
Yeah, especially over the next few months for
Yes,
sure. Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So this is what we're promoting. We need to blast this everywhere about how alive we are through you. Thank you. And the real estate will come with it.
What do you see happening to Times Square? It just seems like we can't get our act together over there.
Well, it's really hard when you have 10 families been there 30, 40 years
Yeah.
and kids taking over, and we're having stop and start. But just the excitement on the ice cream
Yeah.
location, and Terry's place by Pier, whether the aesthetics are what half the people like or not half the people.
You pay
But
attention to everything.
It's progress.
Yeah.
I
I don't know what to make of all that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the first time he put that building out, the colors looked pretty nice. Then he went to
It
a
was a beautiful,
yeah.
colorful option for the island.
Did
But
you see his comment about how the reason he did that was because of the comp plan made him do it? It's like, wow, the comp plan says you're not allowed to paint anything colorful on Fort Myers Beach. I don't actually think Terry would build something that bland. I just think he's frustrated that the first one got shot down, and then I don't think he would do that. I mean, but I can't imagine there being like his vision of the pool overlooking the water. I mean, that would be nice. That really would be nice, because you would have to have, with only 6 or 9 rooms and and whatever those other rooms are going to be, you would need public support for something like
and
that.
it's challenging trying to navigate everything to do Times Square, but we got some progress going.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of excitement behind it.
Yeah. Anything else you want the people to know about? What is the Alex King Group up to, or the Alex King Foundation up to?
Sure. We're really excited to be a big part of the island. We do have Alex King Group. We have a major grand reveal of Sunset at 3420th Thero, November 13th, 3 to 7 p.m. And we'd love everybody to come check that out.
Yes, I have the flyer for that, and I just so you don't have to memorize it, everybody, I will be posting that, if not this weekend, then on Monday, so everybody can see where that is and what that's all about. And you guys, when you have those open houses, they're no joke, man. You guys go all out. Yeah,
we do it all the way.
Yeah. And so, what did you think of the whale?
It was unbelievable. I just the feeling. We were tingling with excitement. The food was amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The amount of money and effort and time that Mike and Dawn have put into Fort Myers Beach, I mean, it's just been incredible with all three of those locations, and to finally see all their hard work pay off the way. I mean, I know they had to try and figure out the opening and all that, but everybody wants to know when they can go, which is it's a good problem to have.
Well, the artwork in the hallways going up to the top level, amazing,
crazy. All right, Alex, anything else?
Thank you.
All right, big hand for Alex King, everybody, the man with the plan. Now, that's a man that really has a plan, if you know what I'm saying. Our final sponsor of the day is Mom's Home Cooking, everybody. Now, if you haven't gone to Mom's yet, you don't belong on Fort Myers Beach. I mean, there's no reason why anybody anywhere near this beach should not have already been to Mom's. They've been cooking with Mom's and Heavenly Biscuit for over 25 years. That is 2.5 decades, if you're keeping track at home. Serving breakfast, lunch, and treats like their world-famous cinnamon rolls. Stop by Mom's Home Cooking. They're over in the food truck over at 2450 Estero Boulevard. It's kind of like right across from the library area. And they are open from 7:30 to 1. Heather is closed on Mondays, so she can make more cinnamon rolls for everybody. Make sure when you go over there, you say you heard this lovely commercial that she wrote for me on Beach Talk Radio's Saturday morning program, 239-785-0707, 239-785-0707. Thank you to all of our guests. The list is too long to remember them from an hour ago, and we'll see you tomorrow from Wahoo Willie's. And our guest tomorrow will be the Beach Kids Foundation, followed by Will, the town manager, to talk about Veterans Day, and then the mayor of Fort Myers Beach, Dan Allers, and my wife will be there tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow, Wahoo Willie's. Thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.